My name is Kaylah Tyson. I'm a Marooney woman of the Gurang Nation with ties also to the Noogie people of the Quandamooka region. My involvement with Reflections was that I was a dance captain, so I was in most of the dancehall movement scenes. I was also a singer in the choir and just in some of the group acting scenes. There were many scenes that I enjoyed being a part of for technical reasons, like I had the chance to be pushed and learn new, skills. But there was one scene in particular that was the crump bashing, and it was inspired by deaths in custody, and that's something that it's actually just after, so we come in, like we're in a protest scene, and then people start getting dragged away, and there's a few of us that are stuck there, and like we fight, like stand up for ourselves, and then I get knocked to the ground, and there's only Howie left. Like I know that, like I could never see Howie, but I was laying on the ground, and like my heart was just pumping like constantly, and I was supposed to be still, but like I felt like I really was in a real situation like that, and I felt like I wanted to jump up and go and like make sure my brother Howie was alright, like every single time, and then it just went silent, and then from that we jump up and we do Rise, which is a hip hop rap song that I dance in, and it just really made me feel like this is like literally our life. Like we in one day we could go through like the most intense racism or prejudice, and then we're still expected to like switch it back on, like switch our smile back on when we need to, and get on with work or get on with life. It was such a real, like I can still feel like my heart racing through that. As somebody who grew up in Brisbane, like I'm a granddaughter of a Brisbane Black, so I've been involved in like rallies and things that happen in the community from as long as I can remember. Like I remember being in a stroller at the ABA protests, so I felt like I knew a lot about what our people faced, but apart from knowing that the referendum happened and that people voted yes for us to vote, I didn't really know that much about the referendum. Like I thought I did. I thought I knew more than everyone else just because I knew there was a referendum. But then when I started looking more into it and studying and looking, speaking with our elders, and then studying our inspirational leaders and what they did and why they had to do it, that's when I realized that I actually didn't know that much, and I didn't learn anything about that in history at school. Like I got top marks in history, but I never learned about anything to do with the referendum or anything to do with anything around our people, pretty much. So if it wasn't for what I'd learned from my family outside of school, then I really didn't have anything to go on, and this, being a part of this production, like I'm just so grateful that whatever it was got me to ACPA at the right time to be able to be involved in this, because this is something that has made me like strong, and even when like there's times that I don't feel strong, like it reminds me to be strong, because our elders fought for me to be able to work in a government organisation, and for me to be able to study at any place that I want to, for me to be able to travel whenever I want to, like just to go to the shop and buy some groceries, This is what doing Reflections did for me. It made me realise that we haven't always had what we think is just human rights, but we haven't always had that, and now I don't want to take any of that for granted. So when I have a bad day where I'm like feeling sorry for myself, I just try to pick myself up real quick, because my elders fought for every single little thing that I've got right now. My experience at ACPA was something that I'll always carry with me. I wasn't a performing artist before I went to ACPA. As a 19-year-old, I auditioned because I just liked dancing, and I felt like I didn't have any responsibilities at that time, so I just really wanted to do something that I enjoyed doing, and I never thought it was going to be a long-term thing. But everything that I've learned at ACPA, and particularly from being involved in Reflections, I've been able to carry on and turn it into a long-term career as a performing artist and a recording artist and working within my community. 10 years on, I am a self-managed artist. I've performed all over the country and in the US. I pay for myself to produce my music and put it out there. I work in a place that I absolutely love with a great team, and I'm really happy and strong in myself as an Aboriginal woman, and I'm just really grateful for every day that I have, and to be able to do what I love doing. I don't know how anyone could live and not do what they love doing every day, because that's what I'm doing, and I wouldn't want it any other way.